So, I talked about selling and how now is a great time to sell. And then I made a quick video about creative options between selling and buying, and how to buy yourself some time in between that process, as well as some other creative ideas. They were just a few. There are plenty of options out there, but so this goes to buyers. If you're currently in the market and you're writing offers and they're not sticking, or if you're a seller and about to become a buyer, and you're writing offers, and sometimes depending on your price range, location, and the property, there can be, two offers. There can be 5, 10, 15, and in some cases up to 20 or more offers on one property. So 20 offers, a handful of loan types or financing options, and a template of options in a contract. How do you make your offer stand out? How do you make your offer pop out to the seller to give you a better chance at winning the property? And there are a few things that you can do in order to do that. First of all, your realtor, your agent matters. Do not go into it with the idea that any agent will do. A lot of people will spend more time choosing a barber or a hairstylist than they do choosing a realtor who is about to help them navigate potentially the largest investment of their life. They just think that agents are a dime a dozen and anyone will do. That's not true. The agent that you work with can really make the difference. They can guide you through the process in order to produce a good offer. And if they are active in the market, they will be able to guide you better by way of offer price, contents of that offer, and things like that. So it does certainly matter. Having a pre-qual letter. If you're out looking at homes, I would hope that you are pre-qualified with a lender, and there is a way to get a verified pre-qualification letter, or what they call like a conditional commitment letter of some sorts. Again, if you have questions about this, talk to a mortgage lender. I'm a realtor, not a lender, but I know a few things, right? So what you can do is get with a lender and get your pay stubs to them, get your W-2s, 1099s, whatever they need from you in order to get you a verified pre-qualification letter that goes a little deeper than a 10-minute phone conversation. And having that pre-qualification letter with those items satisfied, accompanied with your offer, can really go a long way with the agent that's presenting them to their seller and their seller. So something to consider. Something else you can do, you can also have your lender reach out to the listing agent. They can give them a call and vouch for you, essentially. Instill some confidence in your offer. On that note, having a local, reputable lender is important as well. Getting a national brand lender might hurt your chances. I'm not going to name any names, but DM me or text me or call me if you have any questions about that. So obviously the price is going to be important. However, you can offer, if there's a $300,000 home on the market, you can offer them $1.1 million for the property. They're probably not going to take it. And there's a few reasons why. So your initial offer price within reason, right? And you're going to lean on your realtor to give you a general idea of what a good offer will be, even if it is over asking price. Does your over asking price offer coincide with comps? Because offering $1 million for a $300,000 home probably isn't going to fly with your lender. And when it comes time for the appraisal, you're going to have some challenges. Offering a substantial deposit can help as well. So you have your offer price and then your deposit. Offering a substantial deposit puts quote unquote skin in the game, lets the seller know that you're serious and you're committed to the process. A lot of agents will advise their buyers to a 1% or 2% deposit, sometimes going as high as 5, maybe even 10% with a deposit. can really help. So just thought, be flexible with your closing date. If you're a buyer and this is your 15th offer that you've written, don't ask the seller to close in 30 days or less unless they want that. But you need to be willing to work with the seller. If the seller wants a 6-month settlement to find suitable housing, try to work with them as best you can. If they want a quicker close, again, try to work with them as best you can. Once again, you're going to lean on your agent to reach out to the other side, find out what's desirable for the seller, and see if you can meet that. Inspections are a big thing. Again, you're going to want to consult a professional, and I'm going to be very careful with the advice that I give here. Talk to your agent about your options when it comes to inspections, because that's a big deal when your offer's presented in a competitive situation. Something else that I haven't seen a whole lot as a buyer. Anytime you buy or sell real estate in the great state of Pennsylvania, there is a state transfer tax. For a real estate transaction, it is 2% of the sale price. That 2% is split evenly between the buy and sell side. Each side pays 1%. It's lumped into your closing costs at settlement. It's lumped into all of your other costs associated. As a buyer, you can offer to pay the seller's transfer tax. I know it's only 1%, and if your offer is over asking anyway, it's going to offset that cost, but identifying that as a condition in your offer can go a long way with the seller. Just say, hey, you know what? Forget about that cost. I'll take care of it for you. That can go a long way with your offer as well. Lender credits and appraisals. I just had this scenario, and I think it was the portion of our offer that got us the property. So yesterday I went under contract on a property, and we offered a $5,000 cash buffer for the appraisal. In other words, for example, if the property is under contract at $100,000 and the appraisal comes in short at $95,000, we offered to make up that $5,000 in cash at the table, not forcing the seller to lower their price to $95,000. We did that by consulting with our lender and asking for a lender credit. Now, it is a credit and it will go on the buyer's loan, but it got us a foot in the door. So we offered a $5,000 buffer to take care of any short appraisals. If you have cash on hand or you're a conventional buyer and you have a bunch of money down, you can offer that as well. Now, again, you're going to want to consult a real estate agent or your agent about how high that should be, how much cash you should bring to the table, and there's a lot of variables that go into that. How long are you going to stay in the home? Is the neighborhood in a decline or incline? So a lot of things to consider there. You also can consider a personal touch or personal letter submitting with your offer. You write a letter to the seller, letting them know how much you love their home, what your plans are for the home, if any. Let them know who you are and why you want their home. Sometimes that personal appeal matters to a seller. If a seller has created a family and has lived in a home for a very long time, they're going to want a buyer who's going to love the home the way they did. And sometimes that matters. So consider that as well. Again, always consult your realtor, your real estate agent, your agent, or me if you don't have an agent. With any of these questions, always consult a professional before you make any decisions, or an attorney if you feel it necessary.